Alright, it's recording. Alright, so this is by me and Trey, college athletes. So should college athletes be paid? That's the question. Here's some t-shirts. Why the topic is a problem? Athletes are being put through tedious amounts of work for an unrealistic salary. You may be wondering how this is an issue, so I will tell you exactly why. To be an athlete competing at the highest level for most means that you are picking up a full-time job in return for a free education. However, athletes are being put through tedious amounts of work throughout their day. This happens every day, and it all goes to their support over education. All right, next slide. All right. So background. When it comes to college athletes, people often think if you're good enough to make the pro sports industry, then why do you need to get paid in college? If you look at the screen, you will see the reasons why compensation is needed. So basically, it's the estimated probability of competing in professional athletics. And then, so in each category for the sports, there's a lot of participants. And this basically means that not many get to play pro in whatever their sport is. So on average, below 10% of collegiate athletes are good enough to compete at the next level. The other 90% would have to deal with providing for themselves after their college years. However, they can't do that if they're rarely in class. Also, being given a salary for college sports would help to start post-college life with some money. Next slide. So, this pie chart. So there's two pie charts. One is the distribution of operating expenses and All right. So this pie chart on the left shows the distribution of generated revenue and operating expenses fiscal year 2013. And then pay attention to the red, which is 26%, and that is total ticket sales. Turquoise is 25%, which is broadcasting rights, and the light green is 24%, NCAA and conference distribution. All these make up to 75% of the pie graph. Now on the right is also another pie chart where 34% of the distribution of operating expenses are for salary and benefits that don't go towards the participants. Basically, after big events, all revenue is gone to everyone except the athletes who put in the work and bring in the money in the first place. So they don't get rewarded for anything. All the money goes to the organizations, the big people. Next slide. So, for example, many people know about the March Madness tournament. This is a NCAA Division I men's basketball event that contains 68 collegiate teams competing in a single elimination tournament being broadcasted on national TV. many people watch it and make lots of money. Um, so this event lasts the whole March, and in 2017, the NCAA March Madness event generated $1 billion, $800 million, or 800 million of that money that was made is from television and marketing fees, while the other 200 million came from tickets. Oh, they came from tickets, parking, concessions, merchandise, and many more stuff. The March Madness event is one of the most many huge events that bring in lots of money, and yet players don't see a single cent afterwards. So they don't get any type of money, profit, or anything after all their hard work and dedication and displaying their talents in front of many people. Clear statement of my personal stance. So my view is athletes should be rewarded with a salary aside from the scholarships for all of the time and effort they put into the program. All right. So because I am a student athlete myself, how time consuming and hard it is to juggle schoolwork and practice. Therefore, college athletes should be compensated and account for the amount of hours they spend training rather than being in class or like doing work outside of class. Unless the school has a more effective way to provide the educational support that is needed for these athletes. The key is student and student athletes, yet in college athletics, it's more athlete first, student second. That's the truth, and not many people believe that. Also, oftentimes, students leave college early because they don't want to wait to get paid. So the scholarships are pretty much gone to waste. And then they also want to chase dreams, so that, yeah. And lastly, there are many under the table scandals that involve players being paid to play. Okay. So here's my antidote. Here's a picture of DeAndre Ayton and college basketball team, football team. So DeAndre Ayton, number 13 from Arizona University, was being paid to play. In this case, the FBI wiretaps recorded Arizona coach Sean Miller discussing with the player. They informed ESPN that Ayton would receive $100,000 for signing with the Wildcats. Although it wasn't confirmed that he took the money, he still signed with Arizona. Ayton also would DeAndre Ayton also went on to play in the NBA for the Phoenix Suns. These are only a few cases that have come to light. So this is the only case of like scandal in college sports that has like been exposed or that we know of. Who knows? So yeah, who knows how many more there are that we just do not know. All right, sure.
So and that and I said athletes should not be paid workers. And that's why the reason why I should pay a worker because they're still college students and still college students such as work, education, and later they get to either stimulate work general. They should be treated like students. They act treated for others to play a part. So they should
Next slide.
please. Next.
So what?
Next slide.
Oh, my bad. Bro, your voice is like kind of laggy or something. I don't know. Like, good.
No. This is my and I use Canada. Canada's credit player on the lineup. He took college early university. Camden had a teammate that paid 200, $1,200 and he signed $800 to sign with the Buff his junior college. And so Cam Newton had recommended us to do that. And so we did that. It was a scam and he received a benefit from his coach, his name was Rogers. And so did that. That was in 2009. And he made the league in 2013. But
Next slide, or?
yeah, no,
What do you say?
next slide.
Oh, okay. All right. Church's view. So the first quote is a just wage is the legitimate root of withhold. It can be a grave injustice. Determining fair pay, both the needs and the contributions of each person must be taken into account. Remuneration for work to guarantee man the opportunity to provide a dignified livelihood for himself and his family on the material, social, cultural, and spiritual level, taking into account the role and productivity of each. The state of the business and the common good. Agreement between the parties is not sufficient to justify morally the amount we receive in wages. And the second quote from the church is among the most important duties of employers, the principal one is to give all workers what is justly due to them. Assuredly, to establish a rule of pay in accordance with justice, many factors must be taken into account. But in general, The rich and employers must remember that no laws, either human or divine, permit them, for their own profit, to oppress the needy and the wretched, or to seek gain from another's wants. To defraud anyone of the wage due him or her is a great crime that calls down avenging wrath from heaven. Behold, the wages of the laborers, which have been taxed, kept back by you unjustly, cry out, and their cry has entered into the ears of the Lord of hosts. All right, so although the church doesn't speak on ethics or like college sports specifically, it does explain in Caritas in Veritate that we are called to seek a relationship between charity and truth, the common good, and human development. In college athletics, they are not fulfilling because they are only paying some people, and the playing field is not even between the players and everyone else. If you can't pay them at all, or if you can't pay them all, don't give it out as a whole. You must do what is in the interest for all, not some, which is what the common good is. The college players deserve the compensation because of their hard work and dedication that they put into their sports, their teams. Yeah. College sports administrators are sinning against the church when they are not paying these athletes because no one should ever deny the wage that another person has earned and worked for. So that's the church's view. Some objections that someone could say. A counter argument one might make would be some may say that college athletes are given a free education as the reward for their contribution to the program. Next slide. My rebuttal. I would respond to that by while that may be true, students spend more time on training and preparing for games rather than being in the classroom. Students are sometimes told to take easier classes, and they are treated much differently compared to an average student. So at North Carolina, probably other colleges student must meet these 4 requirements each semester. One, they must maintain at least a 2.0 GPA. It is pass at least 9 hours each semester. Third is have completed a certain number of total hours after each semester. And lastly is pass 2/3 of all attempted hours. So the NCAA also only requires that athletes pass 6 hours each semester that are lower than the regular student requirement. For example, 51 hours are required at the start of the junior year. For student, but the NCAA's requirement is 48 hours for the usual 120 credit hour majors for athletes. Also, the NCAA has no requirement that athletes pass a certain portion of the courses in which they enroll. This would only hurt the student even more in the future because they would not ever really get a valuable education they deserve since they are like, very busy sometimes in sports. Okay, next slide.
My church's view in first of all, workman's wages should be so again enable him to support him his ways to free mercy will or a mercy will the work makes condition employer or contractual forwarder he is made of force and injustice. In my second quote, it must be affirmed that Constantine of Worms, a social and ethical order of human work. The church has devoted special attention to this question document. We shall do it. In fact, family is similarly a community made up by work of school of work in the home for every person. These courses have ethical order, ethical meanings. I chose these courses because I had was for like students to do that they have to work for them and not get handed on because of now these like that college is giving money to play. They won't have a life for which there's things. Next. These are objections on a person who college athlete should not be college athlete only with the money. In this I say or maybe basically college should be at all just go to college to graduate. So in college a leader's mindset is to graduate. People apply probably a free college tuition to college and have to pay for college education. So getting paid. I feel like for others, no others work. They should work, get the money, and get one stay. We do push.
Then next.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
But people don't realize people guys have a big free case. It's a big opportunity, not only for your family and parents, so they want to pay college. And that's a relief off show to get a college education because some people still have to pay full tuition and maybe have to tuition. But for some students, free college and scholarships, big opportunity. So college opportunity to have a free education. They don't care. They care about money. So that's wrong. They already get money. They get money education. They don't need more for playing sport.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay, future actions. Some future actions for the NCAA to take is to consider the amount of time and effort the college athletes put into the program, as well as the percentages of athletes that make it to the pros. The other future action is for the NCAA to set a salary cap for each university.
For my last future, my future actions. This is how athletes should focus on their schoolwork rather than focus on how much they should pay. College athletes' main focus is more professionals, like in the NFL, whichever other professional leagues there are. That's a college athlete's main focus. You win, high D1, low D1. The main focus is professional, but it's not guaranteed for everyone to make the professional leagues. That's even a 5% chance. There's a 1% chance in every I believe, and that's kind of big. And so I believe all college athletes have a backup plan on what they want to do in the future, besides just going professional and plus sport. That's it.
So we're excited. Yep, that's for everything. All right. Thank you. All right.